Yes, hello guys. Today we'll be talking shortly about what is happening in Nigeria and all over Africa and the world entirely. Yes, I just come across a certain video online that has been going viral concerning what is happening in the oil sector in Nigeria, most especially the NNPCL. So my take is this: yes, about what is happening generally around Nigeria and every other part of our country, most especially our beloved country. Like what the way they are stealing our oils, the way the Cabals, those in power, are using their offices to store our crude oil. To see, in fact, they are still stealing the crude oil to date. That is what we are about to talk today. Yes, today I'll be showing this video that is going viral now concerning the people who are mainly stealing the oil, and they are putting the blame on the Niger Delta people, or the citizens of Niger Delta, or the people from the Niger Delta area. Because if you really check it, just like what the governor of Anambra State, His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi said, he said stealing of oil doesn't require elite-minded people or maybe a poor people. It's not for the poor. It's for the rich people, because it's only the rich who can actually get a badge, or who can actually rent a ship to come and store the crude, the vessel that will package the oil to Europe and go and refine. So as it is, he was showing that from this video, he was saying that there is a video that came into Nigeria's shore to steal almost about. He said this video can contain about 600 million liters of fuel, of crude oil from according to the size of the vessel. So if you look to the size of the vessel and what the capacity of oil which they are stealing, you will not discover that really the people who are stealing this oil, they are not the poor people. They are those people in offices, in government places. Like the military is not left out, because these officers, these generals of different kinds, from the navy, from the Nigeria police, and from the army, these people are conniving together to steal our commonwealth. Even the politicians are, in fact, they are the major beneficiary of this stolen goods, because all of them, they are working hand to hand to steal this crude oil. Because me as a poor person, or you as a poor person, average person, cannot see oil from Nigeria. So what we are trying to say is this: the government know those who are stealing the oil, but what stop Nigerians from doing what is actually happening in all over the world? Like what other people used to do in all over the world. There is a meter that measures, the meter they will put at the flow station. It measures the quantity of oil that is leaving the location, that is the flow station. So why can't Nigeria get that? Instead of spending how much? Of recent, I heard from a news that 5 billion naira was spent to renovate the vice president lodge in Lagos. What are they using? What are they renovating for? The last time it was 40 billion to renovate vice president, or to finish by a vice president's house in Abuja. Why are they doing all this? Another government will come after 4 years, they will still spend the same thing. This is the reason why we are saying that is why people are referring to us as a consuming nation. Why would the government, those in power, will continue to squander our common resources that is supposed to use to build hospitals, schools, and every basic amenities? No water from the rural areas, nothing. The poor man is gaining from the government of Nigeria. From the time we were born to this age, the poor masses are the people who have been suffering, but they keep giving us hope that every time, oh, be patient with us. That was what Buhari said before he left. Even when Jonathan came, things were a little bit better. Even when Yaradua came, things were a bit better. Then even when Obasanjo came, it was good. But now, from Buhari's time to this stage, right now, the situation is out of control. Right now, what we are seeing right now, in fact, when you hold 100,000, that is even above the minimum wage, you can't even get a bag of rice. What can that put to table? A family of 5, a family of 2, suffering just because of these politicians, these hungry politicians who have vowed to make life miserable for Nigeria. Guys, I want you to watch these videos below and see for yourself what is really happening in the oil sector. But there's one thing that really shook my mind, and I keep wondering, that is our leader, did they have sense? How can our leader, let's say the president or whatsoever, being as the minister of petroleum, how can he be keeping the group managing director, Abba Kyari? How can he be keeping Myele Kyari, excuse me? How can he be keeping Myele Kyari as the group managing director that have served other Buhari government without no achievement for 8 years that he have been in the office? There was no single refinery that was working in Nigeria. You understand? So Saka person, you Tinubu came into power, you still keep on with the same thing that Buhari have been doing that does not yield product, that does not yield progress in the state. How can you keep that man for good 8 years? No refinery was working. So what is good about this man? What has he done? What has he done that makes you, the president, what is it called, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to keep Myele Kyari as the group managing director? This guy is supposed to be fired even before you come into office. The first day you come into office, that was the day you are supposed to fire this man first, because he has brought pains to Nigeria. This is more reason why people are saying you guys are connived in this crime together. This is more reason because you are still taking from the Nigeria, while him too and other of his crook, they are also doing the same thing. Guys, I want you to comment on this video because I don't want to talk much. I want you to watch this video to the end and see how this guy was analyzing the way oil theft, the way they are stealing what's it called, the oil, the crude oil from Nigeria to Europe to go and refine. Why we have 4 refineries in Nigeria that are not working. Although he also talked about the security surveillance, that he said there was no need for that. But actually, in that, I'm different from the solution from his own perspective, because there's supposed to be a security surveillance. Because since we don't have CCTV, we were supposed to be monitoring pipeline from where it was set to the to what is it called, from the badge location or from the location where it's being distributed to the refinery. There's supposed to be a surveillance. That is what most developed countries are doing. But since we don't have it, there's supposed to be a personnel on guard who are supposed to be monitoring this pipeline to avoid pipeline vandalization and all the rest of. So guys, as I said, I don't want to talk much on this or dwell much on this topic. Please, before you watch this video, like and share this video. Comment on it is very important. Let your opinion be known. But my recommendation is this: please let your voice, let the group managing director be sacked, because Nigeria is having the pain of these leaders of what they are doing to us. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye. Love you all.
The NNPC is the problem of this country called Nigeria. Yes, the NNPC. And you see that pipeline security contract that was given to our Niger Delta people. It's one of the biggest fraud that has helped the NNPC to continue with their criminal activity. Your air theft that you hear today is not from the Niger Delta people. It's an organized crime being committed within the NNPC against the Nigerian state. Yes, the NNPC, they are the problem of this country. They are the problem. What our brothers from the Niger Delta have succeeded in doing is to criminalize our people and protect this heavyweight white-collar oil thief. That is exactly what they have succeeded in doing. Let's take a throwback to when the surveillance contract was given to them in 2022. Our production was at 1.425 million barrels per day. As I speak to you, there is no illegal bunkering going on in Niger Delta region. There is no crisis. Why is the production not going up? Is it that they carry shame and make it not go up? That tells you that it is not from the Niger Delta people. It is the NNPC that is causing this problem for us. The hunger in this land today is being caused by them. It's being caused by them. Now let's take a look at this vessel. This is a vessel that was double-crossed by the Nigerian Navy 2019 or so. A murder vessel, a massive vessel. The capacity of this vessel is about 3 million barrels. 3 million barrels, that is the capacity. It's as big as a standard football pitch. This is a type of vessel they are using to steal the wealth of this nation dry. And I want to believe that this thing has been going on for a very long time, and it's still going on. This is what they use to steal the wealth of this nation dry. This is exactly what they use. And I can tell you that the reason why this surveillance contract has been created is to cover their track of criminality in the NNPC, to do a special propaganda for them. Those vessels, the way they see them cash for Niger Delta, they don't hold this vessel, they don't bond this vessel, they don't do this. Those vessels are about 2005 tonnage now. They are shuttle vessels. And those things are stage managed. It belongs to them. Those things are stage managed now. And if those vessels, if those shuttle vessels where they fit enter our place, because that massive one will fit enter our place, if those ones won't go fill up that heavy tank, if they come out from Bayelsa Delta rivers, for 1 year that thing never full. For 1 year that thing never full. That is how massive it is. So all those vessels they hold for our region, all those things now, they are stage managed. Those illegal pipelines, when they see they discover, when they carry our army or give them rain boots, those things are being organized by NNPC and those handling the surveillance job now. It's been organized now. They're going to mock our army or them back because they don't really know what they happen. Cash them join for their cruise. Those illegal pipelines. Now the people where they control the surveillance job, now they get them now. They are the one using it in the past now. They are the one using it in the past. The crude oil badge, when one army officer go see for Iroko camp, when he go see for Iroko camp, when he decides he go carry that badge, go as evidence, when they buy the man, when he caused the invasion of Oprosa. Now that oil fall as rain enter inside the vessel, inside the badge, I mean. Now from those pipelines they get them from that. Of course. Because no ordinary person will go tap pipeline for those people backyard. So all those things are stage managed. We know these things. They are stage managed. They always succeeded in criminalizing our people and covering the activities of these big thieves at the NNPC. That's exactly what those people succeeded in doing. And if the production is not going up, why is the government still paying for a surveillance contract that has no positive impact in our production? Why? You guys don't know what to use the money for. Nigerians are hungry. Go and give it to them. Go and give it to the poor people instead of giving it to some few to be bouncing around. Nigerians are hungry. That surveillance contract is of no use. Should be scrapped. It's of no use. But it has no meaningful impact to our production. Is it that they are not bad people in good luck administration? Of course, they are. Those that are running the NNPC, are they not fraudulent ones there? They are fraudulent ones there, of course. But maybe they have a little conscience. Because the only time I remember that our production was done was during the Niger Delta struggle, when the activities of the ex-agitator hit our production so hard that it even went down to 900,000, 1 million per day. But after the declaration of the presidential amnesty program, the thing came up back because some of the factors that will affect production. It is when the national trunk line has been affected so bad, all the other stations that is connected to it will be shut down, of course. Then vessels that were supposed to be coming for their activities and other will be scared because of the insecurity. These are some of the factors that will slow down production. But immediately after the declaration of the amnesty program, I think came up back to about 2 million barrels, 2 million plus. As soon as the Buhari government in 2015 took over, there was a brand new management in the NNPC. And these men came in with red eye. They hit the thing straight to 1.4 million barrels. And since then, we have been suffering. And Tinubu government, Baba Tinubu government, that transfer, that structure from Buhari government from the NNPC, transfer it into his own government. How you teach Nigeria will take better? It's impossible. So the problem we are facing today in this nation is the NNPC. Our naira has become valueless. There's so much hunger in the land. People are crying. People are dying. Family can't even feed. They even eat one square meal a day is a problem. All these problems are caused by the NNPC because they are stealing the wealth of this nation. The country is running a budget on deficits. So if the president wants to really revive this country back to our feet and bring back our past glory, then you have to start with the NNPC. Nigerians, your problem is that Jacob Bash called NNPC. See that Jacob Bash called NNPC? That is where your problem is. So next time you want to protest, that is where you will lead your protest to. It is not Tinubu, it is NNPC. That is where you lead your protest to. You come to Abuja Airport, Lagos Airport, you see private jets everywhere, owned by individuals. Where they get the money from? Where they get those money from? All those now oil money now. If truly it's a Nigeria data that is stealing this oil, our town, city will become a very beautiful place. It will become Dubai overnight. But even the Nigeria data is not that wicked to bring Nigeria to this point. These elites, they are not ready to let go. It is none of their business what Nigerians are facing. It's none of their business. So if the president wants to really stop what is happening, he has to start with the NNPC. And Nigeria should know that the NNPC is their problem. The NNPC is their problem.